he stooped to a new low. We heard more insulting words of ignorance and prejudice toward patriotic immigrant families last night. President Trump's first years in office has been a wasted opportunity in meeting the needs of the American people, devoid of vision. So sad.
I don't know what she was watching last night. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi today absolutely ripping into President Trump's State of the Union speech despite major victories under his administration. Here now to react, Callie McEnany, RNC spokesperson, and Capri Cafaro, Washington Examiner contributor and a former Ohio State Minority Leader. Capri, did you agree with what you heard? I mean, did you watch the speech? Was that your takeaway?
I did watch the speech, but I do think Leader Pelosi's remarks there are a bit over the top. I kind of saw it coming when President Trump mentioned that Americans are dreamers too, and I knew that, some of the extremes would pounce on that. But frankly, I really think that, and I've said this a number of times, if Democrats want to succeed, and this is an election year, the best way that we can do it is actually present a vision rather than say, we don't like Trump's vision, he doesn't have a vision. Last night I was actually at the Bipartisan Policy Center. They did a focus group, and one of the things that tested the highest, for example, was paid family leave. Okay, that's something that the Democrats support. Tell the American people how you can do it better than President Trump. That is something to focus on, not negative rhetoric.
So, Callie, I mean, if you look at what he said last night, I mean, he used we and our far more than he used I. He went out of his way, to stick to the prompter, to not say things that would agitate the other side. That note, though, about, we're all dreamers. While that's true, and we all have dreams and our kids do too, obviously that was going to antagonize the other side. Should he have left that out?
No, absolutely not. It's worth pointing out that Americans are also dreamers and advocating for Americans first. That is a big part of this president's policies. The U.S. citizens must be prioritized, unlike in the government shutdown when 700,000 DACA individuals were prioritized over children in this country who needed access to health care and funding for that. In Capri's vision for the party, she's spot on in saying the things she said about needing to come up with a plan. But unfortunately, mainstream Democrats like Capri have been supplanted by far leftists in the mold of Democratic Senator Bernie Sanders, Democratic Socialist Senator Bernie Sanders.
Capri, I mean, did you think it made sense, the visual on sitting there? I mean, when he talks about how African-American lowest unemployment rate, in history, and you show the Congressional Black Caucus sitting there and they won't clap. Nancy Pelosi, we're looking at it right here. It was like she had something stuck in her teeth the whole night. And she's talking, you can see her talking through the whole thing.
So much theatrics.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Is it so do people who hate the president love what they're seeing on the screen and then support those Democrats, or do they look like bad sports, or does it not matter?
Well, ultimately, I think it does not matter, because I think that, we all get obsessed and get excited about the State of the Union and all of the intrigue that goes along into it. I think that ultimately the American public, has better things to worry about, and the State of the Union is there to set a tone and is usually utilized, as theatrics by both sides to try to present a narrative. Again, I don't think it's in, good taste to look disgusted, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. Some Republicans were, similarly, dejected during President Obama's time. Neither is correct. He is the president of the United States, whether it is Obama, Trump, or anybody else. And people need, if you decided to come in there and participate in the State of the Union, you should at least be respectful. You don't necessarily have to cheer, but you at least need to be, at least respectful of the institution.
Callie, I talked to a White House spokesperson earlier today. I won't play that sound for you because it's too long, but he said they're really putting an olive branch out to the other side. Is that real, or is that just politics? I mean, do you actually buy that?
Absolutely, I buy it. I mean, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the immigration plan, where President Trump said, I will not just give legalization to DACA individuals, I will give a path to citizenship, not only to DACA individuals, but expanding the program to include 1.8 million illegal immigrants. That's an olive branch.
Yeah,
Democrats, what have they given?
Infuriate the right, so it can't be anything.
Everybody wants something that's perfect in all of this, and they're all the left and the right are aggravated. Exactly.
Ladies, thanks to both of you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Civil. I like it. David.